With the ink barely dry on the infernal contract, Jack's life undergoes a seismic shift. Overnight, he finds himself catapulted from the depths of despair to the pinnacle of success. The once empty coffers overflow with wealth, and doors that were once firmly closed swing open at his mere touch. Yet, amidst the glittering facade of his newfound prosperity, whispers of unease begin to stir. Strange occurrences punctuate Jack's days, fleeting shadows darting at the edges of his vision, and the eerie sensation of being watched, even in the solitude of his opulent penthouse. As the days melt into nights, Jack's sleep becomes plagued by nightmares, visions of a darkness that threatens to swallow him whole. He awakens with a start, sweat-soaked sheets clinging to his skin, his heart pounding a frantic rhythm of fear. Despite the mounting signs of trouble, Jack clings stubbornly to the illusion of his perfect existence. He surrounds himself with distractions, drowning out the nagging voice of doubt with the cacophony of the city's nightlife. But the shadows refuse to be ignored. They creep ever closer, whispering secrets of the bargain he struck in desperation. With each passing day, Jack feels the weight of his decision pressing down upon him, a suffocating burden that threatens to crush his very soul. And so, as the city sleeps and the neon lights flicker in the darkness, Jack finds himself teetering on the precipice of a truth he dare not confront. For he knows, deep down, that the price of his desires may be far steeper than he ever dared to imagine. With the ink still drying on the pact he made in the dead of night, Jack's life takes a sharp turn into the realm of the surreal. His once barren bank account now swells with an abundance of wealth that seems to pour in from unknown sources, like a river of gold flowing endlessly into his hands. Yet, as Jack revels in his newfound fortune, a subtle but undeniable change begins to take hold. His reflection in the mirror seems somehow distorted, his features twisted by an unseen force. And in the silence of his lavish penthouse, strange whispers echo through the halls, haunting his every step. At first, Jack dismisses these signs as nothing more than figments of an overactive imagination. But as the days pass, the whispers grow louder, their words dripping with malice and intent. Shadows dance in the corners of his vision, twisting and contorting into grotesque shapes that seem to mock his very existence. Sleep becomes an elusive luxury for Jack, as nightmares plague his every waking moment. He tosses and turns in his silken sheets, pursued by visions of darkness and despair. And in the depths of his subconscious, a voice whispers sinister truths, reminding him of the price he has paid for his ambition. But despite the mounting evidence of his descent into madness, Jack clings desperately to the illusion of control. He throws himself into his work, burying himself in a flurry of activity in a futile attempt to outrun the demons that lurk just beyond the threshold of his consciousness. Yet, as the days turn to weeks and the weeks to months, Jack can no longer deny the truth that stares him in the face. For he knows, deep down, that the wealth and success he so eagerly pursued have come at a price far greater than he could have ever imagined. And with each passing moment, he finds himself drawn ever closer to the abyss that awaits him at the end of his journey, the price. As Jack's world continues to unravel, the whispers and shadows that once haunted the periphery of his existence now descend upon him with relentless fervor. Every corner of his opulent penthouse seems to pulse with a malevolent energy, a constant reminder of the pact he sealed in desperation. Sleep becomes a distant memory for Jack, replaced by a never-ending cycle of terror and torment. Each night he is dragged kicking and screaming into the depths of his own subconscious, forced to confront the darkest corners of his soul. But it is not only in his dreams that Jack finds himself ensnared by the devil's grip. In the waking world, the walls of reality begin to warp and twist, bending to the will of an unseen force that seeks to claim him as its own. Objects move of their own accord, their movements guided by an unseen hand. Shadows dance in the flickering light of the cityscape below, their shapes contorting into grotesque parodies of life. And then there are the voices, whispers that seem to emanate from the very walls themselves, their words dripping with malice and intent. They speak of dark deeds and unspeakable horrors, each syllable a dagger aimed at Jack's rapidly crumbling psyche. Desperate for respite from the relentless onslaught, Jack seeks solace in the bottom of a bottle, drowning his fears in a sea of whiskey and regret. But no amount of alcohol can dull the pain of his fractured mind, or silence the accusing voices that echo in the recesses of his soul. For Jack knows that he is paying the ultimate price for his folly, a price that can never be repaid. And as the darkness closes in around him, he realizes that the true cost of his desires may be more than he ever dared to imagine. The price. With each passing day, the weight of Jack's Faustian bargain presses down upon him like a suffocating shroud. The whispers that once danced on the edges of his consciousness now coil around him like serpents, their venomous words poisoning his thoughts and feeding his growing paranoia. No longer able to distinguish between waking and dreaming, Jack's nights are a hellish descent into madness. In the twisted landscape of his nightmares, he is pursued by phantoms of his own making, tormented by visions of a darkness that threatens to consume him whole. But it is in the light of day that Jack's torment truly takes its toll. Everywhere he turns, he is greeted by reminders of his own folly. The lavish trappings of his wealth now nothing more than gilded chains, binding him to a fate he can no longer escape. Desperate for relief, Jack turns to the only escape he knows, the bottom of a bottle. But even in the numbing embrace of alcohol, he finds no respite from the demons that haunt him, no sanctuary from the relentless onslaught of his own thoughts. As the days stretch into weeks and the weeks into months, Jack's grip on reality begins to slip. He lashes out at those closest to him, driving away friends and loved ones with his erratic behavior and paranoid accusations. And still, the whispers persist, growing louder with each passing moment. They speak of a reckoning to come, a final showdown between Jack and the dark forces that seek to claim his soul. For Jack knows that the price of his desires is far greater than he ever imagined, and as he teeters on the brink of madness, he realizes that the true cost of his bargain may be more than he can bear. But even as the abyss stares back at him with unblinking eyes, he knows that there can be no turning back. The price. With each passing day, the weight of Jack's Faustian bargain presses down upon him like a suffocating shroud. The whispers that once danced on the edges of his consciousness now coil around him like serpents, their venomous words poisoning his thoughts and feeding his growing paranoia. No longer able to distinguish between waking and dreaming, Jack's nights are a hellish descent into madness. In the twisted landscape of his nightmares, he is pursued by phantoms of his own making, tormented by visions of a darkness that threatens to consume him whole. But it is in the light of day that Jack's torment truly takes its toll. Everywhere he turns, he is greeted by reminders of his own folly. The lavish trappings of his wealth now nothing more than gilded chains, binding him to a fate he can no longer escape. Desperate for relief, Jack turns to the only escape he knows, the bottom of a bottle. But even in the numbing embrace of alcohol, he finds no respite from the demons that haunt him, no sanctuary from the relentless onslaught of his own thoughts. As the days stretch into weeks and the weeks into months, Jack's grip on reality begins to slip. He lashes out at those closest to him, driving away friends and loved ones with his erratic behavior and paranoid accusations. And still, the whispers persist, growing louder with each passing moment. They speak of a reckoning to come, a final showdown between Jack and the dark forces that seek to claim his soul. For Jack knows that the price of his desires is far greater than he ever imagined, and as he teeters on the brink of madness, he realizes that the true cost of his bargain may be more than he can bear. But even as the abyss stares back at him with unblinking eyes, he knows that there can be no turning back. As the days wear on, Jack's once vibrant life becomes a shadow of its former self, consumed by the insatiable hunger of his infernal pact. Every moment is a battle against the encroaching darkness, a struggle to maintain a facade of normalcy in the face of overwhelming despair. Haunted by visions of his own undoing, Jack finds himself teetering on the edge of madness. The walls of his penthouse seem to close in around him, suffocating him with their oppressive weight. Everywhere he turns, he is confronted by reminders of his own folly, the trappings of wealth, now nothing more than a cruel mockery of his shattered dreams. But it is not only the physical manifestations of his bargain that torment Jack. In the depths of his own mind, a war rages between the man he once was and the darkness that threatens to consume him whole. Each day brings fresh doubts and fears, each night a descent into the abyss of his own subconscious. Desperate for relief, Jack seeks solace in the oblivion of alcohol and drugs, drowning his sorrows in a haze of intoxication. But even as he succumbs to the numbing embrace of substance abuse, he finds no escape from the relentless whispers that plague his every waking moment. For Jack knows that the true cost of his desires is far greater than he ever dared to imagine. With each passing day, he edges closer to the brink of damnation, his soul slipping ever further beyond the reach of redemption. And as the darkness closes in around him, Jack realizes that the price of his bargain may be more than he can bear. But even in the face of certain doom, he knows that there can be no turning back, for the devil always collects his due. Confrontation. In the depths of Jack's despair, a glimmer of defiance begins to flicker within him, a spark of resistance against the darkness that threatens to consume him. With each passing day, he finds himself growing more determined to break free from the chains of his infernal pact, to reclaim his soul from the clutches of the devil himself. Armed with newfound resolve, Jack sets out on a quest for redemption, determined to confront the forces that seek to destroy him. He seeks out ancient tomes and forbidden knowledge, delving into the darkest corners of the occult in search of a way to break the infernal bond that binds him. But the road to salvation is fraught with peril, and Jack soon finds himself pursued by forces beyond his comprehension. Shadows lurk in every corner, whispering sinister secrets and casting doubt upon his every move. Yet, despite the mounting obstacles, Jack presses on, driven by a fierce determination to reclaim his humanity at any cost. As the days turn to weeks and the weeks to months, Jack's quest leads him to the very heart of darkness itself. In a final, desperate bid for freedom, he confronts the devil himself, challenging the ancient entity to release him from his cursed fate. But the devil is not so easily swayed, and Jack soon finds himself locked in a battle for his very soul. With every ounce of strength he possesses, he fights against the infernal forces that seek to drag him down into the abyss. In the end, it is not through strength or cunning that Jack prevails, but through an act of selflessness and sacrifice. With a final, defiant gesture, he offers up his own soul in exchange for the freedom of those he loves, sealing his fate with a single, selfless act of redemption. And as the darkness recedes and the light of dawn breaks over the horizon, Jack finds himself reborn, his soul cleansed of the taint of his past sins. Though the scars of his ordeal may never fully heal, he walks away from the infernal bargain a changed man, forever free from the shackles of his own making. Confrontation. As Jack delves deeper into the dark arts, his desperation for redemption becomes a consuming fire, driving him to confront the very source of his torment. With each step, he feels the weight of his sins pressing down upon him, a heavy burden that threatens to crush his spirit Guided by a flickering beacon of hope, Jack navigates a labyrinth of ancient rituals and forbidden knowledge, seeking the key to break the chains of his infernal pact. Along the way, he encounters strange allies and even stranger adversaries, each one a testament to the twisted nature of the world he now inhabits. But as Jack draws closer to his goal, he finds himself assailed by doubts and fears that threaten to derail his quest. The whispers of the devil grow louder, their insidious words poisoning his mind and clouding his judgment. Yet, even in the face of overwhelming darkness, Jack refuses to surrender to despair. With unwavering determination, he presses on, driven by a fierce resolve to reclaim his soul and right the wrongs of his past. Finally, after what feels like an eternity of struggle, Jack stands before the devil himself, ready to make his final stand. In a battle of wills that spans the ages, he confronts the ancient entity, demanding release from his cursed fate. But the devil is a cunning adversary, and Jack soon realizes that victory may come at a price far greater than he ever imagined. With the fate of his soul hanging in the balance, he must make a choice that will shape the course of his destiny for eternity. In the end, it is not brute strength or cunning that carries the day, but a single, selfless act of sacrifice. With a final, defiant gesture, Jack offers up his own soul in exchange for the freedom of those he loves, breaking the infernal pact once and for all. As the darkness recedes and the light of dawn breaks over the horizon, Jack stands victorious, his soul cleansed of the taint of his past sins. Though the scars of his ordeal may never fully heal, he walks away from the infernal bargain a changed man. With the infernal free from the shackles of his own and the darkness vanquished, Jack emerges from the crucible of his trials reborn, his spirit cleansed of the stains of his past. Though the scars of his ordeal may never fully heal, he walks away from the infernal bargain a changed man, his soul now free to soar unbound by the chains of his own making. As he steps out into the world anew, Jack is greeted by the warm embrace of the morning sun, its golden rays a beacon of hope in the darkness. Though the road ahead may be long and fraught with challenges, he knows that he has emerged from the depths of despair stronger than ever before. With newfound clarity and purpose, Jack sets out to rebuild his life from the ashes of his past. Though the path to redemption may be fraught with obstacles, he faces each challenge with unwavering resolve, his spirit bolstered by the knowledge that he has conquered the darkness that once threatened to consume him. Along the way, Jack finds solace in the love and support of those who stood by him through the darkest of days. Their unwavering faith in his ability to overcome adversity serves as a guiding light, leading him ever onward towards a brighter future. As the days turn into weeks and the weeks into months, Jack's journey of redemption leads him to places he never imagined he would go and allows him to accomplish feats he never dreamed possible. With each small victory, he feels the weight of his past sins lifting from his shoulders, replaced by a sense of peace and fulfillment that he thought he would never know again. And as he looks back on the trials and tribulations that brought him to this moment, Jack realizes that his journey is far from over. Though the darkness may always linger on the edges of his consciousness, he knows that as long as he remains true to himself and the values that guide him, he will never again be consumed by its malevolent embrace. With a renewed sense of purpose and a heart full of hope, Jack sets out to embrace the future that awaits him, ready to face whatever challenges may come with the knowledge that he is no longer bound by the chains of his past, for he knows that true redemption lies not in the absence of darkness, but in the strength to overcome it, one step at a time. As Jack emerges from the depths of his ordeal, he finds himself standing at a crossroads, the path to his future stretching out before him like an open highway. With each step forward, he feels the weight of his past sins slipping further and further away, replaced by a sense of purpose and renewal. Embracing the dawn of a new day, Jack sets out to rebuild his life from the ground up, guided by the lessons he learned during his journey of redemption. Though the road ahead may be long and fraught with challenges, he knows that he possesses the strength and resilience to overcome whatever obstacles may come his way. With unwavering determination, Jack begins to forge a new path for himself, one defined not by the mistakes of his past, but by the promise of a brighter future. He seeks out opportunities to make amends for the wrongs he has committed, reaching out to those he has hurt and offering his sincerest apologies. Along the way, Jack discovers a newfound sense of purpose in helping others, channeling his own experiences into acts of kindness and compassion. Whether volunteering at a local shelter or lending a listening ear to those in need, he finds fulfillment in making a positive impact on the world around him. As the days turn into weeks and the weeks into months, Jack's journey of redemption becomes a testament to the power of resilience and the human spirit. Though he may stumble along the way, he never loses sight of the beacon of hope that guides him forward, lighting his path through even the darkest of nights. And as he looks back on the trials and tribulations that brought him to this moment, Jack realizes that true redemption lies not in the absence of struggle, but in the strength to rise above it. With each passing day, he grows stronger and more resilient, his spirit unbreakable in the face of adversity. Armed with the knowledge that he has overcome the darkest of days, Jack faces the future with renewed optimism and a heart full of hope. For he knows that no matter what challenges may come his way, he will always have the strength and courage to overcome them, one step at a time. Redemption. With the weight of his past sins lifted, Jack stands at the threshold of a new beginning, ready to embrace the journey of redemption that lies ahead. Each sunrise brings with it a renewed sense of purpose, a chance to leave behind the shadows of his past and step into the light of a brighter future. Determined to make amends for the mistakes of his past, Jack immerses himself in acts of kindness and selflessness, seeking out opportunities to right the wrongs he has committed. Whether it's volunteering at a local charity or reaching out to mend broken relationships, he finds solace in the knowledge that every small gesture brings him one step closer to redemption. Along the way, Jack discovers the power of forgiveness, both from others and from himself. He learns to let go of the guilt and shame that once weighed heavily on his soul, embracing the healing power of compassion and understanding. As he walks the path of redemption, Jack finds strength in the love and support of those who stood by him through the darkest of days. Their unwavering faith in his ability to change fuels his determination to become the best version of himself, inspiring him to never give up, no matter how daunting the journey may seem. With each passing day, Jack's spirit grows stronger, his resolve unshakable in the face of adversity. Though he may stumble along the way, he never loses sight of the beacon of hope that guides him forward, lighting his path through even the darkest of nights. And as he looks to the future with optimism and gratitude, Jack knows that his journey of redemption is far from over. But with each new sunrise, he takes another step forward, confident in the knowledge that as long as he remains true to himself and the values that guide him, he will continue to rise above the shadows of his past, shining bright as a beacon of hope for others who may be struggling to find their own path to redemption. With the dawn of each new day, Jack's journey of redemption unfolds like the petals of a flower, revealing the beauty that lies hidden beneath the scars of his past. He embraces each moment with a sense of gratitude and humility, cherishing the opportunity to make a positive impact on the world around him. Driven by a newfound sense of purpose, Jack immerses himself in acts of service and compassion, reaching out to those in need with a heart full of empathy and understanding. Whether it's lending a helping hand to a stranger or offering words of encouragement to a friend in need, he finds joy in the simple act of making a difference in someone else's life. With each passing day, Jack's heart fills with gratitude for the second chance he has been given, and he embraces the opportunity to live each moment to the fullest, knowing that true redemption lies not in perfection, but in the courage to embrace the journey, flaws and all. With each passing day, Jack's journey of redemption becomes a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the transformative power of forgiveness. He navigates the winding path of his newfound purpose with a sense of determination and grace, determined to leave behind the shadows of his past and embrace the light of a brighter future. Driven by a deep-seated desire to atone for his past mistakes, Jack throws himself wholeheartedly into acts of kindness and selflessness. Whether it's volunteering at a local shelter, lending a helping hand to a neighbor in need, or simply offering a listening ear to those who are struggling, he finds solace in the knowledge that even the smallest gestures can make a difference in someone's life. Along the way, Jack learns to confront the demons of his past with courage and humility, recognizing that true healing begins with honesty and self-reflection. He takes ownership of his actions, acknowledging the harm he has caused, and striving to make things right wherever possible. Despite the inevitable challenges and setbacks that arise, Jack remains steadfast in his commitment to growth and self-improvement. He seeks out opportunities for personal and spiritual development, embracing the lessons that each experience brings with an open heart and mind. As Jack's journey of redemption continues, he finds himself immersed in a sea of endless possibilities, each day a new opportunity to embrace the beauty and wonder of life. With each sunrise, he feels a sense of renewal wash over him, cleansing him of the burdens of his past and filling him with a newfound sense of purpose and joy. Embracing the lessons learned on his journey, Jack sets out to live each moment with intention and gratitude, savoring the simple pleasures of everyday life with a heart full of appreciation. Whether it's the warmth of the sun on his face, the laughter of loved ones, or the beauty of nature in full bloom, he finds joy in the small miracles that surround him. Along the way, Jack discovers the power of mindfulness and presence, learning to quiet the chatter of his mind and fully immerse himself in the present moment. He finds solace in the stillness, allowing himself to be fully present with whatever experiences life brings his way. As he continues to walk the path of redemption, Jack finds strength in vulnerability, embracing the messy and imperfect aspects of his humanity with compassion and self-acceptance. He learns to forgive himself for his past mistakes, recognizing that true growth comes from embracing the full spectrum of human experience. Surrounded by the love and support of those who have stood by him through thick and thin, Jack feels a deep sense of connection and belonging that fills him with warmth and gratitude. He cherishes the bonds of friendship and family, finding solace in the knowledge that he is never alone on his journey. And as he looks towards the future with optimism and hope, Jack knows that his journey of redemption is far from over. But with each passing day, he feels a little lighter, a little freer, his spirit soaring on the wings of possibility. With each step forward, Jack embraces the endless potential of the present moment, knowing that true renewal lies not in the past or the future, but in the here and now. And as he continues to walk the path of redemption with an open heart and mind, he knows that the best is yet to come. Embracing life. As Jack's journey of redemption unfolds, he finds himself immersed in the vibrant tapestry of life, each moment an opportunity to embrace the beauty and complexity of the world around him. With a heart full of gratitude, he savors the richness of existence, finding joy in the simple pleasures that once passed him by unnoticed. Guided by the lessons learned on his arduous path, Jack approaches each day with a renewed sense of purpose and intentionality, He takes time to appreciate the small miracles that surround him, the delicate petals of a flower, the laughter of children at play, the warmth of a loved one's embrace, recognizing that true happiness lies not in grand gestures, but in the quiet moments of connection and wonder. In the embrace of nature, Jack finds solace and renewal, allowing himself to be enveloped by the vastness of the natural world. Whether it's a stroll through a sun-dappled forest or a quiet moment by the shore of a tranquil lake, he feels a sense of peace wash over him, grounding him in the present moment and reminding him of the beauty of existence. But it's not just the external world that Jack learns to embrace. He also discovers the power of self-love and acceptance. Through mindfulness and self-reflection, he learns to quiet the inner critic that once plagued him with doubt and self-loathing, embracing the imperfect beauty of his own humanity with compassion and grace. Surrounded by the love and support of those who have walked alongside him on his journey, Jack feels a deep sense of connection and belonging that fills him with warmth and gratitude. He cherishes the bonds of friendship and family, finding strength in the knowledge that he is never alone on his path. And as he looks towards the future with optimism and hope, Jack knows that his journey of redemption is far from over. With each passing day, he feels more alive, more present, more in tune with the rhythm of life. And though challenges may arise along the way, he faces them with courage and resilience, knowing that he has the strength and wisdom to navigate whatever may come his way. As Jack's journey of redemption unfolds, he finds himself drawn to the unknown, the uncharted territory of possibility and potential that lies beyond the boundaries of his comfort zone. With a sense of adventure coursing through his veins, he embraces the uncertainty of the future with open arms, eager to discover what lies beyond the horizon. Guided by a spirit of curiosity and exploration, Jack sets out to seek new experiences and challenges, each one a stepping stone on his path to self-discovery. Whether it's traveling to far-flung destinations, trying new hobbies and activities, or diving headfirst into unfamiliar situations, he welcomes each opportunity as a chance to grow and evolve as a person. In the face of uncertainty, Jack learns to trust in the process of life, surrendering himself to the ebb and flow of the universe with a sense of faith and acceptance. He embraces the twists and turns of fate with grace and resilience, knowing that every obstacle is an opportunity in disguise. As he navigates the uncharted waters of the future, Jack finds solace in the wisdom of the present moment, anchoring himself in the here and now with mindfulness and presence. He learns to let go of the need for control, allowing himself to be carried along by the currents of life with a sense of wonder and awe. Surrounded by the love and support of those who have walked alongside him on his journey, Jack feels a deep sense of gratitude for the connections that sustain him through the highs and lows of life. He cherishes the bonds of friendship and family, finding strength in the knowledge that he is never truly alone on his path. And as he looks towards the unknown with excitement and anticipation, Jack knows that his journey of redemption is far from over. With each new experience, he feels more alive, more connected, more in tune with the rhythm of the universe. And though the road ahead may be filled with twists and turns, he faces it with courage and determination, knowing that the best is yet to come. A journey of discovery. As Jack's journey of redemption unfolds, he finds himself embarking on a voyage of self-discovery, navigating the winding paths of his own heart and mind with courage and curiosity. With each step forward, he delves deeper into the recesses of his soul, unearthing hidden truths and uncovering long-forgotten dreams. Guided by a sense of purpose and a thirst for knowledge, Jack immerses himself in the pursuit of understanding, seeking out wisdom from sources both ancient and modern. He devours books and engages in thought-provoking conversations, eager to expand his mind and broaden his perspective on the world. But it's not just intellectual growth that Jack seeks. He also yearns to explore the depths of his own emotional landscape, confronting the fears and insecurities that have long held him back. Through introspection and self-reflection, he learns to embrace his vulnerabilities with compassion and acceptance, recognizing them as integral parts of his journey towards wholeness. In the silence of solitude, Jack finds solace and clarity, allowing himself to be still and listen to the whispers of his own intuition. He learns to trust the inner voice that guides him, tuning in to its gentle guidance as he navigates the complexities of life. Surrounded by the beauty and wonder of the world, Jack feels a profound sense of gratitude for the myriad experiences that shape his journey. From the breathtaking majesty of nature to the simple joys of everyday life, he finds inspiration in the moments of awe and wonder that fill him with a sense of wonder and awe. And as he continues to explore the vast expanse of his own inner landscape, Jack knows that his journey of redemption is far from over. With each new discovery, he feels a little closer to finding the peace and fulfillment he seeks, his spirit buoyed by the knowledge that true happiness lies not in the destination, but in the journey itself. The art of surrender. In the depths of his journey, Jack discovers the transformative power of surrender, the act of letting go of control and trusting in the flow of life. With each passing day, he learns to release his grip on the reins, allowing himself to be carried along by the current of existence with a sense of faith and acceptance. In moments of uncertainty, Jack finds solace in surrendering to the wisdom of the universe, trusting that everything happens for a reason and that there is a greater plan at work beyond his understanding. He learns to embrace the unknown with open arms, welcoming the twists and turns of fate as opportunities for growth and evolution. Through surrender, Jack learns to let go of the need to force outcomes or manipulate circumstances to fit his desires. Instead, he allows life to unfold organically, trusting that the path he is on is leading him exactly where he needs to be. In the stillness of surrender, Jack discovers a profound sense of peace and serenity that transcends the chaos of the external world. He learns to quiet the incessant chatter of his mind and connect with the deep wellspring of inner wisdom that lies at the core of his being. Surrounded by the love and support of those who have walked alongside him on his journey, Jack feels a deep sense of gratitude for the connections that sustain him through the highs and lows of life. He cherishes the bonds of friendship and family, finding strength in the knowledge that he is never alone on his path. And as he continues to surrender to the rhythm of life, Jack knows that his journey of redemption is far from over. With each new day comes a new opportunity to surrender to the flow of existence, trusting that the universe has a plan for him that is greater than anything he could imagine. As Jack's journey of redemption reaches its culmination, he finds himself at a crossroads, poised on the threshold of integration, the process of weaving together the lessons learned and experiences gained into the fabric of his being. With a sense of purpose and determination, he sets out to integrate the wisdom of his journey into every aspect of his life. Guided by a deep understanding of himself and the world around him, Jack begins to align his thoughts, words, and actions with his newfound values and beliefs. He strives to live authentically, with integrity and compassion, honoring the truth that resides within his heart. In the process of integration, Jack learns to embrace the full spectrum of his humanity, the light and the shadow, the joy and the sorrow. He recognizes that true growth comes from embracing all aspects of himself with love and acceptance, allowing each experience to shape him into the person he is meant to be. Through acts of self-care and self-love, Jack nurtures his body, mind, and spirit, honoring the sacred vessel that carries him through life's journey. He makes time for rest and relaxation, nourishes himself with healthy food and positive experiences, and cultivates practices that promote balance and well-being. In his relationships with others, Jack strives to embody the principles of empathy, compassion, and forgiveness that he has learned along his journey. He seeks to cultivate deep and meaningful connections built on a foundation of trust, mutual respect, and unconditional love. Surrounded by the beauty and wonder of the world, Jack feels a profound sense of gratitude for the richness of life's experiences. He savors each moment with a sense of presence and appreciation, finding joy in the simple pleasures of everyday existence, and as he continues to integrate the lessons of his journey into his daily life. Jack knows that true redemption lies not in the destination, but in the ongoing process of growth and transformation. With each step forward, he embraces the fullness of his being, knowing that he is walking the path of his own evolution with courage. As Jack's journey of redemption nears its end, he finds himself drawn to a place of quiet reflection, a sacred space where he can pause and look back on the path he has traveled with a sense of gratitude and reverence. In the stillness of this moment, he allows himself to be fully present, opening his heart and mind to the lessons and insights that have emerged along the way. With each breath, Jack feels a deep sense of peace wash over him as he takes stock of the experiences that have shaped his journey. He reflects on the challenges he has faced and the obstacles he has overcome, recognizing them as opportunities for growth and transformation. In the mirror of self-reflection, Jack sees the evolution of his soul laid bare, the trials and tribulations, the triumphs and victories, all woven together into the tapestry of his life story. He acknowledges the mistakes he has made and the lessons he has learned, embracing them with humility and grace. In the process of reflection, Jack finds clarity and insight as he gains a deeper understanding of himself and the world around him. He recognizes the interconnectedness of all things and the profound impact that each choice and action has on the unfolding of his destiny. Surrounded by the beauty and wonder of the natural world, Jack feels a sense of awe and wonder at the majesty of creation. He finds solace in the simplicity of nature, as he allows himself to be fully present in the moment, attuned to the rhythm of life that pulses through every living thing. And as he gazes into the depths of his own soul, Jack feels a sense of gratitude well up within him. Gratitude for the journey he has traveled, for the lessons he has learned, and for the opportunity to grow and evolve as a human being. In this moment of reflection, Jack embraces the fullness of his being, knowing that he is exactly where he is meant to be. With a heart full of gratitude and a spirit at peace, he takes a deep breath and prepares to step boldly into the next chapter of his life, with courage, grace, and authenticity. As Jack reflects on the winding path of his journey, he realizes that true redemption is not a destination, but a lifelong journey of growth and self-discovery. With a renewed sense of purpose and determination, he embraces the knowledge that the adventure is far from over. In the depths of his soul, Jack feels a stirring of excitement and anticipation as he contemplates the endless possibilities that lie ahead. He knows that the road may be fraught with challenges and obstacles, but he faces the future with courage and resilience, knowing that he has the strength and wisdom to navigate whatever may come his way. With each step forward, Jack feels a sense of liberation and empowerment, as he sheds the shackles of his past and steps into the fullness of his potential. He embraces the opportunity to create a life of meaning and purpose, guided by the values and principles that he holds dear. Surrounded by the love and support of those who have walked alongside him on his journey, Jack feels a deep sense of gratitude for the connections that sustain him through the highs and lows of life. He knows that he is never alone on his path, and that together they can face whatever challenges may arise with strength and unity. In the embrace of the present moment, Jack finds solace and serenity as he learns to let go of worries about the future and regrets about the past. He knows that true peace lies in the acceptance of what is, and in the ability to find joy and contentment in the here and now. And as he looks towards the horizon with optimism and hope, Jack knows that the journey of redemption is far from over. With each new day comes a new opportunity to grow, to learn, and to evolve into the person he was always meant to be. With a heart full of gratitude and a spirit filled with determination, Jack takes a deep breath and sets out once more into the great unknown, ready to embrace whatever adventures lie ahead. Comes full circle, the journey of a lifetime. He finds himself standing at the threshold of a new beginning, ready to embrace the next chapter of his life with open arms. With a heart full of gratitude and a spirit ablaze with determination, he reflects on the winding path that has led him to this moment. In the depths of his soul, Jack feels a profound sense of peace and contentment, knowing that he has overcome the trials and tribulations that once threatened to consume him. He embraces the lessons learned along the way, recognizing that each challenge was a stepping stone on the path to self-discovery and growth. With each breath, Jack feels a renewed sense of purpose coursing through his veins as he contemplates the endless possibilities that lie ahead. He knows that the journey of redemption is not a linear path, but a continuous cycle of growth and transformation, and he embraces the opportunity to continue evolving into the best version of himself. Surrounded by the love and support of those who have stood by him through thick and thin, Jack feels a deep sense of gratitude for the connections that sustain him on his journey. He knows that he is never alone, and that together they can weather any storm that may come their way. In the embrace of the present moment, Jack finds solace and serenity as he learns to let go of worries about the future and regrets about the past. He knows that true happiness lies in the ability to fully immerse himself in the here and now, savoring each moment as it comes. And as he looks towards the horizon with optimism and hope, Jack knows that the journey of redemption is far from over. With each new day comes a new opportunity to grow, to learn, and to evolve, and he embraces the adventure with courage, grace, and authenticity. With a heart full of gratitude and a spirit filled with determination, Jack takes a deep breath and steps boldly into the next chapter of his life, ready to embrace whatever challenges and adventures may lie ahead. As Jack's journey of redemption comes to a close, he realizes that the impact of his transformation extends far beyond his own life. Like ripples spreading across a pond, his newfound wisdom and compassion touch the lives of those around him, creating a ripple effect of positive change that reverberates throughout the world. In the quiet moments of reflection, Jack marvels at the ways in which his journey has touched the lives of others. He sees the seeds of hope and inspiration that he has planted take root and flourish, as those around him are inspired to embark on their own paths of growth and self-discovery. With each interaction, Jack seeks to be a beacon of light and love, offering kindness, empathy, and understanding to all who cross his path. He knows that even the smallest act of kindness has the power to make a difference in someone's life, and he embraces the opportunity to spread love and positivity wherever he goes. Surrounded by the love and support of his community, Jack feels a deep sense of gratitude for the connections that sustain him on his journey. He knows that he is part of something greater than himself, a web of interconnectedness that binds us all together in a tapestry of humanity. In the embrace of the present moment, Jack finds solace and joy as he revels in the beauty and wonder of the world around him. He knows that true happiness lies in the ability to fully immerse himself in the richness of life, savoring each moment as it comes. And as he looks towards the future with optimism and hope, Jack knows that the journey of redemption is never truly over. With each new day comes a new opportunity to make a positive impact on the world, and he embraces the challenge with open arms. With a heart full of gratitude and a spirit filled with purpose, Jack sets out to continue his journey, knowing that the ripple effect of his transformation will continue to spread far and wide, touching the lives of countless others in ways he may never fully comprehend. As Jack's journey of redemption draws to a close, he reflects on the legacy he has forged through his courage, resilience, and unwavering commitment to growth. With each step he took along the path, he left an indelible mark on the world, shaping the lives of those around him in ways both seen and unseen. In the quiet moments of contemplation, Jack marvels at the profound impact his journey has had on those he encountered along the way. He sees the seeds of hope and transformation that he planted take root and flourish as others are inspired to embark on their own journeys of healing and self-discovery. With humility and gratitude, Jack acknowledges the role that others played in his redemption, recognizing the love and support of his community as an essential source of strength and encouragement. He knows that he did not walk the path alone, and he is deeply thankful for the companions who walked beside him through the darkness. In the embrace of the present moment, Jack finds solace and contentment as he basks in the beauty and wonder of the world around him. He knows that true fulfillment lies not in the pursuit of external validation or material wealth, but in the richness of human connection and the simple joys of everyday life. And as he looks towards the future with optimism and hope, Jack knows that his journey of redemption is far from over. With each new day comes a new opportunity to make a positive impact on the world, to spread love and kindness wherever he goes. With a heart full of gratitude and a spirit filled with purpose, Jack sets out to continue his journey, knowing that his legacy of redemption will endure long after he is gone, inspiring others to embrace their own potential for growth and transformation. As Jack's journey of redemption concludes, he stands at the precipice of a new beginning, his heart brimming with gratitude for the transformative power of his experiences. But as he reflects on the winding path that led him here, he realizes that the true measure of his journey lies not in his personal transformation alone, but in the ripple effect of his actions on the world around him. In the quiet moments of reflection, Jack sees the countless lives he has touched through his journey, like pebbles cast into a pond, sending out waves of positivity and hope that extend far beyond his own sphere of influence. He marvels at the interconnectedness of all things, recognizing that every act of kindness, every word of encouragement has the power to create a ripple effect of love and compassion that transcends time and space. With humility and grace, Jack embraces the responsibility that comes with his newfound understanding, knowing that he has the power to be a force for good in the world. He commits himself to living a life of purpose and meaning, dedicated to making a positive impact on the lives of others in whatever way he can. Surrounded by the love and support of his community, Jack feels a deep sense of gratitude for the connections that sustain him on his journey. He knows that he is part of something greater than himself, a vast web of humanity woven together by threads of love and compassion. In the embrace of the present moment, Jack finds solace and joy as he savors the beauty and wonder of the world around him. He knows that true happiness lies in the ability to fully immerse himself in the richness of life, appreciating each moment as a precious gift to be cherished and savored. And as he looks towards the future with optimism and hope, Jack knows that his journey of redemption is just beginning. With each new day comes a new opportunity to make a difference in the world, to spread love and kindness to those who need it most. With a heart full of gratitude and a spirit filled with purpose, Jack